let's talk a little bit about the small business aspect.
Okay.
What can we do in Genesee County, or what are you suggesting the community do to encourage the development of the small businessman?
A couple of quick things. Let's divide the world into debt and equity.
Okay.
Banks are in the debt business. They're not supposed to be in the equity business, or the highest risk part of the business. The savings and loans, let's face it, and some of the banks got into the equity side of the business, and that's why we're in a financial mess. Well, one of the things that we as a community have not done as good a job as our competitor communities is to provide sources of equity. I am pleased that the city of Flint has recently made $1 million commitment to an equity fund, a BIDCO as they are called, to use the acronym here, and we now have additional sources of equity available to companies to invest in. Several local financial institutions and other governmental units are also giving strong consideration to putting more equity on the table. Most equity comes from private sectors, from what's traditionally called Aunt Minnie money. Okay, it's small. It's $5, $10, maybe $50,000. And that's where the bulk of the money will still come from, but we need organized venture pools, organized equity pools, and that's something that we've already started to do as the result of having written our plan.
Okay, and in terms of information, you talked about manufacturing information, the need to coordinate that.
Let's talk about colleges and universities for just a second. It relates to applying information to manufacturing. Jobs that have a knowledge content or a technology content are where growth is coming. So applying information to manufacturing, measuring how well we're doing, finding statistical process control norms that help us produce the highest quality products. That's the part of employment that's growing. High skill, low wage jobs are decreasing in the United States. We think they will continue to decrease over the next decade. The part that's growing is the service sector or non-manufacturing, and the part within manufacturing that we see growing is the knowledge content base. I think maybe the classic example here is the Great Lakes Technology Center, where we have an attorney moving into the former United Auto Workers hall across from the Great Lakes Technology Center, and then there's a software company right next to them. It's a gut-wrenching sort of a change here for the community. I mean, there are thousands of UAW members who are saying, what's happening to my life? You know, this hurts me. This is something that I don't understand. It's predictable. We as a community can predict more change like that. Knowledge content, technology content, applying that to manufacturing, those are skills that are often brought by colleges and universities to the table.
Yeah, it's interesting when you talk about a job that requires high knowledge but provides low pay. Probably the largest group of people like that are school teachers. We'll be back in a minute after these words.
Yes, I do. He is in Saudi Arabia right now. He has been there since December 16th. I haven't heard from him since a week ago Thursday. And I know they're all doing what they're supposed to do. You know, they're doing the best job they can. That's what they're there for. But I also believe a lot of it is, I feel the same way my husband does, my ex-husband, is that he's over there fighting for profit. And I just don't agree with that.